The prayer that saved my life. This is a true story. Hi, if you're new to this channel, I'm Dr. K, or Dr. Kareem Samhouri. I'm both a doctor of physical therapy and kinesiologist. I specialize in epigenetics, and I'm here to help you optimize your health so you too can reach your full genetic potential. Along the way, I was given less than 24 hours to live while reaching hundreds of thousands of medical professionals and clients all over the world. And what ended up happening was, because I was a medical professional, I asked for them to be candid with me about what they thought it was going to look like for me moving forward. And 7 times in the hospital, they told me that I might not wake up the next morning. However, on the 8th time, they told me this, they said, Kareem, you're probably not going to wake up tomorrow. And even if you do, we're going to have to take you off the machine. And so it was like death or death for me at that point. Now, I didn't grow up with religion, really. I was hardly exposed. I found it fascinating and curious throughout my life. I don't believe religion's the answer. I believe God is the answer and religion's man-made. It's something that I've come to a conclusion about over time. This being said, in that moment, with a 6-month-old son, who I really wish to raise, I hadn't yet met his younger brother, and I didn't have a chance to build this family yet that we have. Although I had a beautiful life and I made peace with that being the end of my life, it wasn't yet time to leave him behind. So what did I do? I prayed for the first time. Without knowing what I was doing, I prayed. And I prayed a 2-way prayer, meaning that I prayed and I listened for an answer, like Japanese negotiation, right? You say something and then you wait until there's a response. And that's how I began prayer. But here's what I did. I not only prayed and I asked our Father in heaven, I said, God, I'm reaching out to you. I love you. I'm a father of a 6-month-old son that I understand you gave to me, and I'd really like to be able to be there for him in his life. You've gifted me with a tremendous amount of health information that I've been able to help people with my hands and with the talents and gifts you've given me, as well as my knowledge and my mind. And I'd like to be able to pay that forward, God. I'd like to be able to share the information you've given me with as many people as far and wide as possible. And if you're willing to save my life and to have me go on, this is what I'm going to do, and this is my commitment to you, and I'm going to share. So this might help give you some perspective on who I am and why I do what I do. But most importantly, let's take a look at the mechanics of that prayer. 1, it was a conversation from the beginning, a relationship with God. 2, it was from a point of desperation where I chose to surrender and say, maybe I don't know best. Maybe there's an answer that I don't understand. And maybe I haven't been going the right way, even though there's a lot of things in life that look like they were going really well. I lived in La Jolla, California. I was a multimillionaire. I was doing really well from a societal standpoint. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I'm an author. I'm an entrepreneur. And I mean all this with a stroke of humility because I ended up in the hospital, right? Everything upside down. Perhaps I didn't know what I was doing. And so to come from that place of humility and surrender, to place ourselves back under God's authority, and to make a commitment to God to say, look, if you're willing to work with me on this, I just want to let you know that I'm going to make the most of the investment you've made in me. And so what I'm going to do is access the gifts and abilities that you've shared with me, my talents that are God-given, that come from you, and I'm going to share them with the world around. So if you're willing, Lord, this is my prayer to you. And I drifted off to sleep that night. I couldn't sleep the other 7 times at all. I mean, imagine, how do you go to sleep when you hear you're not going to wake up? I drifted off to sleep, but before I did, I typed up that prayer and I sent it out to about 200,000 people via email. It went to 19 million people. I woke up the next morning, I got discharged off the machines, and I was on an 18-month road to recovery. This is a true story. Reach out to God and offer something to God. Take a look at your natural talents, gifts, and abilities. Utilize them to serve the world, and most importantly, to serve the Lord our God. I sure hope you find this helpful. One of the things that I've done to be able to share is I've written this book, God Gives Love, a message, a mantra, a way of life. And if you go to tiktokdrk.com, you can have a free copy. It's online. I post it there. It's completely free. There's nothing to pay for. There's no email opt-in. I would encourage you to go do that today. So I love you. God bless you, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.